Yo, welcome to another episode of Married to the Lakers, but the NBA's Messiah Chick. It's your boy BT Kingsley, man, your host. Very excited today, man. I know it feels like we're a little late, but we had a weird week. So it is Thursday. Lakers had a game on Tuesday, and we don't have another game till Sunday. So I wanted to put our little conversation after, what I mean, the game, had some time to process it and digest, go back and rewatch, and time to get ready for Sunday, which is our next game against the Jazz again. So I went to the game, as you can see here.
What up, you guys? Another game, man. It's your boy BT Kingsley. Another win. Make sure you follow the page. Married to the Lakers, but the NBA is my side chick, man. This was a crazy one. Started a little slow. LeBron felt his rhythm with DeAndre Ayton really early. That's a great sign. I feel very good about the rest of the year. Make sure y'all check out the podcast. Married to the Lakers, NBA's my side chick. Amazing win. Jake, big role tonight. DeAndre played big. LeBron. Luka looked great. Bron's back. Whole team's healthy. Gabe's back. So we look good, man. Y'all know what it is. It's your boy, Kingsley.
Big game. Big game. Because LeBron is back. And not only is LeBron back, well, let's just stay there for a second. LeBron is back. And his impact was felt. Very early on, you could see his wind not exactly there. You could see him even hesitant to disrupt the chemistry of what this team already has. But him and DeAndre Ayton found that chemistry like that. Really goes to speak to LeBron's leadership, to his IQ, to his passing ability. He knew exactly where to get Ayton the ball. I mean, for Austin, it was a little faster. Luka, it took a second, and LeBron, it was instant chemistry for a guy he's never played with before, outside of throwing him a lob when they was in the 8th grade, which I thought was hilarious. If you don't know, DeAndre Ayton made a comment like, "Man, LeBron threw him a lob." He said, "That's the second lob you throw me. You threw another one when I was in your camp when I was in the 8th grade," which was hysterical, but the vibes and the chemistry on this team are fantastic, and it really looked great. So we look good. Lakers look great. Here's the thing that we need to talk about, though, that caught me off guard, is Gabe Vincent came back too. Gabe was going to be out a little longer than this. It's a lot of soft tissue injuries around the league. A lot of calf strains, a lot of groin. These are like running rampant. A lot of people believe it's the scheduling and the pace. The older guard of the NBA, the older guard of the NBA, the people who played before him, man, they just played them 82 games. I don't understand what the problem is. Well, they're playing at a totally different pace. All the metrics say so. They're playing way faster. They're playing way more defense. They're covering way more ground, almost double, I think triple in a lot of situations. But speaking of double and triple, the scoring. The Lakers had 140 points, you guys. The Lakers scored 140 points. Yes, it's the Jazz, but 140 is 140. The Lakers scored 140 points. This is a offensive machine. When you have three playmakers / high IQ players on one team, it kind of creates this. LeBron and Austin have this chemistry that they've always had. It has a great synergy to it, and they have it. They have a thing and a rhythm that they were in when AD was out post getting Luka. Luka and Austin have this chemistry. I'm not gonna say Luka and no Luka and I was about to say I won't go as far as to say Luka and Austin don't have chemistry, but I'll go as far as to say is they do. They do have like a running chemistry. It's not always within the flow of like the pick and roll offense, but Luka loves LeBron as a running mate and loves him as a target. I don't know how reciprocal that is just yet, but with him and Luka and Austin have a great chemistry on court and off court. I think Luka was doing an interview, and in the middle of the interview, AR is like, "Man, great job, friend," and he was like, "He's not my friend." It's like I'm very happy with the energy I'm seeing on the team. Gabe Vincent came back. Defensively, he's a monster. Uh, the starting lineup was we had Rui back. We had the starting lineup that we have been running for the last couple of years. Rui, Braun, add in Aiton, and then give me Luca and AR. Now here's where it gets tricky. Rui felt slightly out of place in the lineup. I don't know. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. We only a few podcasts in, and I keep circling back to Rui Hachimura because he's not polarizing. That's not what I want to say. His fit and him as an entity on this team is just so unique. In the perfect world, the Lakers would keep everybody that they have, maybe minus some of the players on the back end of the roster, uh, a Maxi Kleba, a Dalton Connect, a at this point Jared Vanderbilt. Vando didn't get no run, but if you're running Aiden, who looked great, Jackson Hayes, who looked great, those are your bigs. You follow that up. You got Braun, you got Luca, you got AR, right? You got Rui. That's pretty much your starters. Then you go Gabe. Then you go Marcus Smart. Like, there's not much, and I'm forgetting somebody. I'm forgetting somebody. And Jake LaRavia. Jake also looked great. Fell right in with LeBron. The court being a little more open with LeBron having some with LeBron's presence there made the game very easy for him. He cuts, he moves, he switches. If Jake's wide open, he gonna hit that three. If he's wide open, he shoot probably 85%. A slight contest, he go down 37. you do like this. You can the fans can do like this. He be like, ah. But if he wide open, ain't nobody who's number 12. He gonna hit that. But I bring that up to say Vando's kind of fell out of the lineup. Vando's making 16, 17 million. I think the Lakers, if they can package Vando, Maxi Kleba, Dalton Connect, a first, the swap, anything you can to then add on a defensive, athletic wing on Luca's timeline would be whether that is Matisse Thybulle, whether that is who else? Herb Jones would be great. Obviously, even though Andrew Wiggins isn't on the timeline, I'd be willing to add him just because of how potent he would make this team if we could keep Rui. Rui's position, we need a professional three guard. We need a professional three. That's what we need. We need a high level professional three guard, and we do not have that. We have two fours, and a one and a one and a one, the center. A one and a one and a one and a 1-2. But we don't have a professional three guard. Now this is where it gets interesting. I would like to see something very specific. If Rui could come off the bench, Rui, for my favorite version of Rui, is aggressive. I love aggressive. I love when Rui's looking for a shot. I love when he's putting pressure on the defense. I love when he's being physical, body, mid range, step back, cross, cut. I love wide open. I love that version of Rui. Defensively, he gonna make whatever mishap he make. But with a bench that needs so much help, Rui coming off the bench, being aggressive, really would make a difference on this team with Marcus Smart in the starting lineup and or whoever this professional three is, slash, here's the addendum. This is where it gets interesting. LeBron has been making it a point, and he made it a point in this game to fit in. 11 points, 12 assists. He was just kind of in the flow. I could kind of fit into any team. What if LeBron said, I'll be the three? I will use my energy to guard the fast athletic players because I can't, if I don't have to carry the workload on offense, then I can do this defensively. Because that's the problem. The problem is asking a 40-year-old to chase around guards or be one of our best defenders while also being LeBron on the offensive end and bring the ball up court and setting players up and doing all that other stuff. I think that if LeBron decided that he was going to be our athletic wing, I believe he's good enough that he could be that. And that makes for a very interesting thing. If LeBron, who is because this is what happens. LeBron James is one of the most unique players to ever play the game because of his multifaceted skill set. And for years, he kept saying he didn't want to play point guard anymore. I want to get off the ball. I don't want to be point guard anymore. And then the Lakers go on a journey of searching for a point guard, right? Remind me to No, I'm gonna remind myself. I'm telling y'all to remind me, like y'all talking to me, like y'all in the comments, but y'all ain't in the comments, not yet. But I'm gonna come back to something that's very interesting. LeBron is a LeBron is a very unique player in that way, and we want to tell LeBron what to do. So, like for years, we would be like, "Oh man, LeBron, why don't he just run the point, run the point, run the point?" He's like, "I don't want to run the point, you guys. It's too much on my body." So we know that he doesn't want to do that tasking thing because he was looking at a world where he had to carry the offensive load. He had 11 points and we had 140. LeBron had 11 points and the Lakers had 140. So without his contribution scoring wise, we would have had 129 points. It's a lot of points, you guys. We don't need LeBron to help us scoring, right? Not saying we don't need him to score. My point is if you had a starting lineup with Luka, AR, Austin, and Marcus Smart, and LeBron just decided, I'm gonna be the three. I'm gonna be the three guard. How crazy is this team? I go a step further. Even if you said Rui was there and LeBron just said, you got defensively, I'm gonna take on the threes. I got the time, I got the energy. I'm gonna use a lot of I'm gonna be gas, you guys, because I'm using all my time and efforts to play defense. But I got y'all. I'm running the back line and I'll exercise that. Let's try to run that way. I think he could if he wanted to. I think he could if he wanted to. The reason I like it with Marcus Smart better is because Marcus Smart is not the pop offensively off the bench that Rui would be if Rui decided to just be that for us. And that's where it gets tricky. Because if not, we got to move Rui. Or we got to figure out a way to fill that spot in with somebody because we need a three guard, you guys. We need a three guard. Our bench scoring is still not that great. It's okay, but it's not that great. I am very excited to see what happens in these next couple games because we got some more challenging games coming up. So we play the Jazz again, but Christmas ain't that far down the line. You got the in-season tournament games where it gets a little more intense, a little more physical. I want to see how Austin's doing with the physicality. I love that Gabe Vincent's back and healthy again. But just imagine Gabe Vincent coming off the bench with Rui keep Luka or Austin in the game, and Jackson Hayes. I like what that kind of dynamic could have if Rui was being aggressive, and Jake LaRavia. That's there you go. There you go. Hey, Adu played again. Adu played again. Still very bouncy. He might be the answer in a couple years, but right now, I need to see him shoot the ball. But I like how he moves already. He's big, big boy. It's a big boy. Um, so that's it, man. It was only one game. Past week was great. We won some tough games. Won against supposed to beat Milwaukee. I guess that's the kind of the recap. We beat the teams that we were supposed to. The back end of our road trip was solid, and we're going into this next week. I love we have this grace off. So LeBron comes back on Tuesday. We don't play again till Sunday. That gives a lot of time off. That gives time for us to implement in the practices and look at game film and really get into it. I don't know who that person is. Now, here's something interesting that happened. Not too long ago, somebody said something about DeRozan possibly coming to the Lakers. I was like, why would we get DeRozan? Now, offensively, I guess he's a three. Feeling more like a four. I think he can fit into the budget. I guess. But I mean, again, you doubling, tripling, quadrupling down on this offense. You're making the offense so very elite. But at that same time, I just don't know. I don't know about DeRozan defensively. I don't know where he fits in for us defensively. I prefer Keon Ellis. We gotta, and he's still feeling a little small. We got to figure out this defensive three. I'm willing to go with like a short gap solution, like the boy in Charlotte, Green, I believe it is. I believe there's a guy in Charlotte who I feel like could kind of fit the thing. So we got to figure that out, man. We got to figure out who this three is. Until then, we still keep winning. We 11-4 right now. We beat the Jazz again, 12-4. I like 12-4 a lot, you guys. 12-4 makes me happy. 12-4 makes me feel good. Very soon, maybe closer to the tournament final dates, I'll come back on here and I have a beautiful logic and theory that I've been going with for what would make the in-season tournament great. So I'll probably come back on here and do that soon. Other than that, it's a quick week, you guys. We only had 2 games this week, so not much to recap. The week before that was a road trip. Y'all saw how that went. We had a terrible game, and we got kind of in line. We feel good. We don't see OKC again till top of the year. I got to look at the scheduling for Denver, but we got Houston on Christmas, and the reason I'm bringing these games up is because I'm just kind of I want to see where our toughness is. I think Phoenix is going to be an interesting game for us. I'll be at that game. The Phoenix game is going to be interesting because they got Dylan Brooks over there. They got Royce O'Neal. They got some defenders that kind of dig in and are a little pesky. And I want to see, within the physical attributes of the game, what happens with us. But other than that, man, it's your boy, man. Make sure you subscribe to the page, share it with a friend. Y'all know what it is. While I'm on here, I got a bunch of other podcasts that I do. Shout out to Killing It. Go over there and check out what we have over there. Me, London Brown, and Justin Hires, and a bunch of amazing guests. And make sure you follow my actual comedy page where you can see all the hilarious content that I'll be posting. Hopefully, I'll be in the city near you. If not by myself, maybe with my brother Nate Jackson, maybe with my dog Matt Rife. Y'all know what it is. It's your boy, Kingsley.